Hi guys, how you doing? Satch here, spiritual ascension coach and energy healer. This will be an energy update for the week of the 14th of February. I also help with one-to-one healing sessions and on awakening and ascension coaching. If you like what you see, please like, comment and share. Right, so what's been happening? What a powerful week of energies we've been through. Really working with the twos again. That's what it's about. But for some of you, my clients this week, I've been discussing about how they felt they were in a void or they've been stuck. Like things were moving, so it seemed, and now, so it seems, they're not. Well, I want to explain a little bit what that is and what's actually happening. Things are massively moving. They are moving very fast. Everything's right on track. It's all divine timing. But when we live from our five senses, from this human self, it's like we want to know exactly when things happen. We expect them to develop, and when things don't, we start getting anxiety, frustration, worry, the lower vibrations, which, living in the higher fifth dimension where we're going towards, these emotions aren't going to be running the show. They might be around for a little bit, and then one day they may go. That would be a wonderful world, right? But we really are going to these higher states of consciousness. So what's actually happening is the things you desire, I said in the last few weeks about manifesting, putting out there what it is you want, they're happening. If everything is energy and you put out a thought, then the thought goes out into the universe, right? It's energetically gone out, that vibration. And then things are being made. So the right people, situations, circumstances are coming together to be made for you. So I look at it this way. When you're sitting there and you feel, I just feel like I feel a bit stuck. I feel things aren't happening because you can't use the five senses to see, smell, touch, hear, etc. Right? That's the time when they really are happening. And this is the time where your faith is being tested. And that's a lot about what I want to talk about today in this video. Things that you're going through are really like, I call it the test drive of the fifth dimension. It's like a test. Can you live as that version of you that lives in faith, that is karma, that lives in trust and has patience? So when you get these moments and you think, what's going on? I feel like everything's just slowed down. This is actually when everything is speeding up. Because what's happening in the higher world or the energy world or the etheric world is things are being put together for you. And what you want to do in these moments is surrender to the process. Really strengthen your faith and go, okay, that's cool. So what can I be doing right now? You could either go within and meditate, be kind to yourself, or work on creation. Put your energy into making something new, but don't force it. Do things that you enjoy and put your energy into creation. You are a creator. Now you're going to be hearing me say this probably for as long as you follow me, because this is the message I'm getting across. As the bridge that I am, taking individuals from one level of consciousness to the next, these are the things we want to reinforce, the ideas in the mind, the feelings of the emotions, and the faith and trust of walking and stepping into that version of you. Okay? So that's what's going on. So don't feel you're going back. In fact, things will start materializing very fast. And like I always say, time is not linear. Human beings think time is linear. Our concept of time is made by the Romans, that we have a clock and we need it to function in this world so we get things done, right? But when we're working with creation with the highest consciousness, you work with feelings and faith, and when you ask, it is given. And also, guys, when you are getting like this frustration, like I feel stuck, or why is it not happening, I'm in this void, you're actually slowing down your manifestation because it's showing that you don't have that much faith. So the thing that's going to happen for you is out there and it's going, wait a minute, am I going to make this thing happen or am I going to come back? Am I going to make this thing happen, or does he or she not want this? I don't know. So a lot of the time it just goes fizzles and probably fizzle out, right? And what is that doing that? What is the thing that is making you have this doubt, this anxiety? It's your ego, ego, edging God out. What is the God? It's your soul, the energy, the life force within you. It's all you are. This is self-actualization, self-realization. We don't forget things, we're remembering them, if that makes sense to you. Everything is within. We come with everything we need in this life, planted in the seeds in our body, and they're being activated now. That's why a lot of you, excuse me, are new to following me. That's why all of a sudden some of my friends, and I've said this as well before because it's happening, are like, wait a minute, he's talking, excuse me, his truth. That's why I'm coughing. Vocal, throat, energy center, talk your truth. And I said before, it's not just a talking, it's about being and living. So the ego is the thing, because the ego isn't like, people think an ego, someone's really cocky and like, look at me. Yeah, it is about the eye, but the ego has its identity of its own. Now, if your whole life you've lived, one way, and you think, hey, well, what I see, feel, taste, touch, and all that is life, and what else is there? And now all of a sudden you're saying, well, actually, I'm going to split this part of me, and there's actually this ego self that doesn't always serve me, and then there's the true soul self, the God self, and that's the one that serves me. And this new consciousness, we're going towards living more to the God self, because it's divine. It's peaceful, it's love. It's the ego that comes in your head and says, wait a minute, that's not reality. You're talking rubbish. What are you listening to this woo-woo guy for, right? It can't be the truth. No, I am this, I am this, I identify. We have to have certainty. I'm telling you this. And that creates an inner conflict within you. And then that plays out in a vibration of an emotion, of a feeling, of anxiety, doubt, worry, fear, and then you end up going back to doing the things you want. But this time round, you're not going to be allowed to do that, because the calling of you ascending to a higher consciousness is so much stronger now than this ego. So the way you've lived and you've had this pattern and gone round, it doesn't exist anymore. You will be pulled into the higher frequency, and you got to deal with these growing pains, man. You got to deal with all queasiness, not feeling good, I'm tired, Ascension symptoms they're called. You have to go through it. This time you can't feel the sting and go, no, I'm going to step back. You are being pushed. I said to a client yesterday, I said, I am here to push you into your purpose. I will not leave you until you are set on your purpose. I will heal and clear and take out the things that don't serve you, and get you better aligned with your higher source, and have emotional stability, mental clarity, and goodwill and drive to go and achieve why you were born. Because this is the age of living your purpose as a creator. And that's another thing you'll always hear me talking about. This is the root of my work. Right? So I hope that makes sense. I hope it helps you understand. And okay, because knowledge is powerful. When we understand things, we take away the sting. Yeah? And we're going to live more in a life of uncertainty. And for some people, most people, that scares you. Because one of the highest human needs is to be certain of things. A lot of entrepreneurs, I'm an entrepreneur, I've had many businesses. You live life getting used to uncertainty. But what does that mean? It means you're having more faith and trust in faith, ultimately. Right? You may have also been experiencing, guys, like some tower moments, some bad things happen in your life, or not so nice or painful things, and you think, but Satch, I thought everything was going to manifest. Yeah, but this is again the test drive to also look at you as the human self, and look at you as a spiritual self, and understand you're both. That is who you are, and how you process things, and how you keep living in faith, and you trust again that it's happening for your greater good. It may not feel good, guys, but it's all about progress and pushing you forward, again, pushing you forward to where you're meant to be. Sometimes in life, we have to be pushed because we won't make the jump, the leap. And why do they call it, I've said this many times, a leap of faith? You take that leap. So what I feel really is coming through in this week ahead, right? The 14th of February, Valentine's Day, Monday, right? So just that, the collective energy will be higher, because whatever the collective think about, you feel energy. Energy is all around you, right? It's like Christmas. Everyone's more happy. Love, it's Valentine's. So it's a higher frequency. But the biggest love I want to give you is self-love. Yes, it's quite commercial, and it's being with your other half, your better half, and doing stuff and all that, and enjoy that, because it's part of the experience of life. But the biggest way you love is to love thyself. Love is the highest frequency. I want to talk about prosperity blocks as well, money. So a lot of you as well have struggled with this in life because it's to do with your self-love. This week ahead is going to teach you about love. You're going to understand that everything you need is within you, not outside of you. You're going to have these great breakthrough, guys, I'm telling you. You're going to have these moments of high love. You're going to be feeling it, and it's going to be great. So with this love coming through, trust and allow it. Start getting used to this feeling. Like a muscle, the more you use it, right, the more stronger it's going to get. And the more that's going to be the predominant factor or lead point in your life. Emotion, feeling, vibration. So when you start feeling more of the love within, everything else changes. A lot of the time when it's like prosperity or love, people are like, well, you know, I just can't attract it. It's like, no. You'll start seeing things differently now. You'll start seeing that you've always been able to attract it, but you were blocking it off because you weren't feeling worthy enough. You weren't feeling the love enough. It's all about the root of love. So this week, do things that nurture yourself. Do things for you. Have faith in the journey. Understand you are not the ego, you are the I am presence, the soul. The soul is love. You are connected. Take some more time to surrender to whatever's you're going through. And remember, these things happening in your life are just that. They're opportunities for you to do that, to do the surrender. And when you surrender, that's when your manifestations are coming through. Okay, it's a great time. The next 90 days or so, you know, it's all systems go. What you put out, you're going to attract, you know, and that's what, you know, you're going to feel more of in yourself. You'll also start getting the high intuition, and it grows, it's growing. And another thing I want to touch on, and I came through me yesterday, is you're going to start cutting out people in your life or things that don't serve you. And it's going to happen really fast because your higher soul is upgrading at such an accelerated rate that the frequency you're holding in your system can no longer entertain lower vibrations around you. You'll find things will fall away from you, things and people who you've known your whole life, because everything is energy. For you to step into the fifth dimension, to upgrade your system and walk and live, right, authentically as that version of you, you can't be held back anymore by the things or people around you. So be prepared and allow them to drop like this. Don't attach yourself to them. Detach is what I have on my notes here. This is the evolution of your soul. This is what life is about. You have also been going through a rebirthing process in the last week with these void moments of being stuck. It's a moment and a time of rebirthing. Okay? And what happens when you rebirth? You're born again anew. And that's exactly what's happening, guys. Yeah? So I hope this video helped. If it did, please do like, share, comment. You know, I want to get my light out there, guys. Reach out to me if you want a one-to-one healing. You know, do them remotely, or if you want one-to-one coaching on this journey, what I'm talking about. You know, I've healed many people. If you're feeling depressed, you've lost your energy, your mojo, you're out of sync, you've got physical ailments, headaches, back pains, right? You just feel you're attracted to my energy, then that means give me a call. All my links are below. Have an unbelievable week. Thank you, and stay blessed and highly favored.